Well, I can't believe it's that time already. We're going to finish this thing tonight. Smooth jazz for the intro, of course. We're about to finish with that anyway. So, yeah. Well, it's that time already. Good evening, Dreadeye. It's that time again. We are back once again to do this, that, and the other. And by that, I mean Lego, Grogu, and his hover pram. And tonight, we will finish the set. Absolutely, we're going to finish the set. So, let's just jump straight into it. See, we're at stage 9. We're going to... Lisa's here for the jazz. You only get about a third of the jazz on the vertical stream, because the first 2/3 I don't send the stream up for, Lisa. So you only get about a third of it, and you don't get any of the outro jazz. So the only place to come for all of the jazz is the horizontal, because you get the jazz and the video for the jazz, of course, as well. But yeah, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, don't be shy, come say hi, get involved, and join us as we talk about life, the universe, and everything, and finish this set. Not sure you can stay long. That's fair enough, Lisa. The fact that you're even here means a lot. So, good evening. And good evening, Julie. Good evening, Dread. And good evening to, or good afternoon, or good morning to anybody else coming in either live or not live as we continue this bad boy. Bad boy or bad girl? I mean, they do specify that Grogu is a boy, don't they? At some point. I think that is specified. He is a boy. So I'm building on to his hover pram. His hover pram. Yeah, we're just going to go with that. We're just going to go with he is a boy. I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be. We've only got 3 stages left, so this stream might even come in at under an hour tonight. I'm not sure. We'll just see how it goes. We see how we roll. Adam's upstairs, is he? Well, he's already said hello. He said evening already. So, what's he going to do? Check on the old chilies? Just to give me a live update. At 8, the chilies are doing at 8. At 8. Look at that. But yes, how are we? How has our bank holiday, if you're here in the UK, Monday been today? Has it been good? Have you been up to much? Have you used this opportunity to relax and slack? I tell you, I'm not seeing you using this opportunity to hit the like button. Judging already. 3 minutes into the show. Judging. I can't help it. You know, you just kind of have to judge, don't you? Good evening, Tiana. How are we? I saw that Tiana managed to get her hands on some of the Harry Potter Haribo. In fact, I believe she got them all. All 3 different varieties of the Harry Potter Haribo here in the UK. They say kids and grown-ups love it, so I believe that's the slogan anyway. You put out your last short today. It's long form only from now, probably 3 to 4 minutes each. Yeah, awesome. So, I think I saw your face on a short earlier on, actually. I'm pretty sure I saw your face on a short earlier on. Yes, I've asked that very same question, Tiana. How is everybody? How the devil are you all this evening? I hope you're well. Oh, God. We've been up for 3-4 minutes, and we're already getting stickers. Look, stickers are coming. You know. Well, I had the Ron Harry Potter Haribo, sorry. I had the Ron. And it was okay. Like, it was good. It made me feel sick as a pig, but it was good. But that butterbeer flavoured one, the caramel flavoured, is weird. It is weird. I'm not sure caramel flavor and jelly sweets go well together. I'm not gonna lie, but I couldn't stop eating them, so I guess there's that. And I did sit and eat the whole bag in one sitting, and then felt very, very sick afterwards. And I haven't been back for more because I know there's two others. There's the Harry and there's the Hermione's. I haven't been back for them yet. I probably will try them at some point. I just don't really feel like feeling ill right now, so that's the reason I didn't. Because I will. I'm not really a big sweet eater, but when I do eat sweets, they are always pretty much generally jelly sweets. I'm not really a big chocolate eater, and I will sit and eat the whole bag in one sitting. I'll do that. So then I end up feeling sick. You ate too many chia seeds, but you like what like chia seeds is in what you grow like the chia pets out of. You're gonna get chia pet in your belly, are you? Sorry. I remember, who remembers chia pets? God, I'm starting to feel old now. Talking about chia pets and the like. I'm still judging with the lack of likes. By the way, the judgment is hard. It is swift, and it is absolute. Absolute. Because I can see who has and who hasn't hit that like button. I know. I know all. You drank a lot of water too. What, so the chia seeds are going to grow quicker? You're going to get a chia pet in your tummy. Oh, God, you're bringing chia seeds to Disney. Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm going to see so much fruit. What, are you bringing the fruit, or are we then, after checking, going up to Le Supermarché and to acheter le fruit? Oui? Found some Harry Potter Slytherin nails, which look lovely, but do I go different, Jess? Can I send you pics? Asks Tiana. Why don't you? I mean, I'm not going to judge your nail choices. I'm not going to judge your nail choices tonight. I could be extremely judgmental, but I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be. I'm hoping BR Bricks will be in here from Florida at some point. He has indicated that he will be, and that he... Oh, I've got to do this twice, have I? That he was unable to attend yesterday because he was doing some firearms training for his job. I mean, that's quite exciting. Or a renewal of... I don't know, but his job is pretty cool. I've seen what his job is. I won't say what his job is, but his job is pretty cool. So Jesse says, oh yeah, you can send some pictures. You'll reply when you can. Elena has been a little madam today because her boyfriend is more interested in gaming. Poor guy just wants peace. Why do 11 and 12-year-olds have boyfriends and girlfriends? Why is that a thing? And why would we as parents allow that to be a thing? Yeah, I'm being kind of judgmental. Come on, guys. 11, 12-year-olds, they don't know what the concept of a relationship is. They don't. They're just, oh my God, he held my hand. Oh yes, let's hold hands. That's their idea of a relationship. Well, at least it was when we were younger, and that's simply because we weren't exposed to as much as they are now, I guess. Now they're just exposed to, like, everything because they have such ease of access on the internet. So maybe they have a vastly different idea of what a relationship is these days to what we would have had it there. I don't know. Maybe not. But still, what is an 11/12-year-old doing with a boyfriend? tell her there's plenty more to do in life at her age than to think about boys. Like, be a kid. Just be a kid. You know? Because you only get to be a kid once. And then it's done. I mean, physically, anyway. I mean, mentally, I don't think any of us grow up. I've had this conversation with you guys before, but I think we're all still kids, really, up here. And each one of us is looking at one another thinking, that person's adulting, whilst we pretend to adult, and I think we're all thinking the same thing. And, yeah, I don't think we ever grow up, really. But that's just me. Oh, my God. This is going to be a short stream at this rate. It's going to be a very short stream at this rate. Well, if she is that interested in boys, then you need to just sort of tell her, no, put your foot down. I am the parent. Be a child. Look, here's a Barbie. Here's a Barbie. Give her a Barbie. And if she goes, I don't like Barbies, you go, I don't care. You will play with the damn Barbie doll. Be a child. Literally mandate childhood. I demand it. I command you to be a kid. Tiana says she'll never grow up. Her Harry Potter life will forever be there. It shows how excited I was over some sweets. Well, look, like I say, I showed you them sweets, didn't I? They're pretty cool. You know, maybe not excitable cool, but they're still pretty cool. And they are pretty nice as well. They just made me feel sick. And that's my own fault for sitting and eating an entire bag in one sitting, I guess. So I'm going to have to get the others, because I do like a jelly sweet. I do. Although I have found that Asda's own pick and mix, they call them, they're in a blue bag, they're £1. They're far more flavourful than Haribo. And that's for shame, Haribo, because they're meant to be the market leader, the one that charge lots of money for their sweets because they got the brand name on. But no, the Asda one was better. This is the part where I start to panic because I can't see a certain piece, even though it's more than likely here, just right in front of me. There it is. Got it. See? There it. If only it was that simple. She's nearly 12. The attitude is terrifying. I get it. I get it. I mean, my daughter is 8 and the attitude is awful. It's dreadful. So I get it, especially when it comes to daughters. The attitude just seems to be... Tiana knows the feeling. She has a 12-year-old sister. But yes, if you can relate, don't forget, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't be shy. Come say hi. I mean, I tell you, adulting is hard. Parenting is not as... I mean, they never said it was gonna be easy, whoever they were. But it's certainly not as easy as they said it was gonna be. Constantly drained, constantly exhausted. But, you know, get to build some Lego now, so... That's our time to chill out and, you know, be a child still ourselves. Well, certainly putting some stuff on the hover pram at this point. Oh my god, how cool, says Shalini. It's getting there. It's getting there. Oh, I will say this to you guys. There will be a second stream tonight after this one. At around somewhere between 9 and half past UK time. There will be a second stream tonight with a private Fortnite lobby where we intend to bash John repeatedly for his birthday. because he is currently John, my old podcast partner's 85th birthday today. He's 85. So we'll all have to wish him a happy 85th later. I mean, he doesn't look a day over 96. I jest. He is 88. So, yeah. We have to remember to all wish him an happy 88th birthday tonight. And sing it along. And maybe force lightning him off a few mountains. Fair enough. Tiana, yeah, just come along and watch for a bit. That's fine. I think Vaughn is on the team tonight for sure. John is on the team tonight. And then we will have space for one more as we play some live Fortnite for this season 6, chapter 3, Star Wars Galactic Battle. It's called. That's a long ass title, but that is the title. Season 6, chapter 3, Star Wars Galactic Battle. Yeah, well, Lisa, I think you're going to very much enjoy it. I think you're very much going to enjoy our antics tonight, to put it that way. I think you will approve muchly, greatly, heavily. I'm just saying. Let's just hope some people don't rage quit by the end of it. But yeah, 88 years old, guys. Come on, you got to hand it to him. Whew. If I reach 88, well, I'll be as old as John is. I mean, I'm surprised nobody said, is he actually 88 years old? Yes. In my mind. Love the Star Wars music while on the bus, says Jesse. Not Jesse, sorry, Tiana. But Jesse gets it. Jessie gets what I'm talking about. She understands. Oh, I dropped the Lego again. I always drop the bloody Lego. Oh, you thought he was closer to 100, did you? No, I told you, he didn't look a day over 96, so he's doing well on it. That just sit on there, does it? It sits on there like that. Once again, they've really thought this through. Kind of thought this through. No, because ancient vampires are cool. Lisa. And certainly not Scottish. Imagine a Scottish vampire, though. Jesus. Oh, what? Get over it, doll. I'm going to suck your blood now. Why? Scottish vampire. Oh, dear. That would actually... Because you know how, like, vampires have become shit? And by that, I mean, yeah, they're shit. Because we got, like, Twilight and things like that. And made them all sparkly vampires. I think if we made a Scottish vampire, it would actually bring the terror back to vampirism. Because that would be terrifying. Right. Then that one pops on there. Like that. Yeah, it would. Apparently, people love Tiana's Scottish accent. Scottish accent. That's the one. I got there in the end. And I tell you what I love. I love people hitting the like button. Sorry. Yes, Lisa. But in the same breath, don't we all moan a little bit too much? Oh, sticker. Oh, great. Got to do this bloody by eye. Why couldn't this be printed? Boo. Okay, that's not awful. I've not done an awful job there. That's okay. He always does it. He swears he owes £2 to the swear jar. He does owe £2 to the swear jar currently. He does. Because of last night's turning up after Formula 1, 4 beers in. 4 beers in. And being inebriated. What do you mean the swear jar is my super chats? I mean, quite frankly, I don't get super chats very often, and I really do appreciate it when I do, by the way. I really appreciate it when I do. But no, I will say that is something we need to start working out a better system of. I did that one really well as well. So, like a better reward system for super chats. As weird as that sounds. He's not actually 88. He's in his 60s. Okay, this is starting to come together now. What's a flare you got a flare during your live? How much money is a flare? I have no idea. And is it just that people prefer everyone else? Oh. Yeah, I don't get why some creators have their videos pushed far more than others. It pisses me off. No, he's in his early 60s, Jess. Early 60s. He's this side of, he's my side of 65. He's not yet in his 70s. Well, he's not past 65 yet. But yes, he's my side of 60. Only half of you have hit the like button. Check if you have or haven't, please, because it really does help push the stream out. The more people that hit the like, the more it gets pushed out into the system live. So I'd really appreciate the help and support. We are getting there. We've got 2 stages left to go. The Grogu himself is built. The hover pram is coming together very well. And yeah, I mean, we could get a birth certificate check at some point. And someone just took their like away. Someone just took their like away. I'll see how it is. I can see all of you. I see what you're doing. But I would like you all to get involved in the chat as well. Because not just talking to me, but talking to one another as well. What am I doing? Yeah, I've got to build this 4 times. What I'm about to build, I've got to build 4. And then you took your like away again. Great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I come out here, nightly basis, to entertain all of you, talk about life, the universe, and everything. And this is how you do me? This is how you do me? But back to I don't know what's going on. There's another light just gone on, but that's back to before it was gone off. I don't know what's going on with this platform. And the thing is, we work so damn hard on this platform for little to no, help from the system. And it is, Lisa, yeah. Little to no help from the system, and it sucks. And that's why anytime we can get someone to just do something little, like subscribe or hit the like button, it helps us massively. Especially when we're live, as we are live, because it pushes it in the algorithm. I've got to do 4 of these. And you know what? I think it's going to end up getting very repetitive. Well, of course it is if I'm doing 4 of them, but... yeah. I don't want to moan. Anyway, it's Bank Holiday Monday. We're here for positivity. We're here to have fun. I'm here to continue building this Lego. And finish building it, by the way. So, if... and at the end, I'll give you an honest review of this. Because I already have thoughts. And they have been percolating and formulating for the past few days. Lisa's sent me something on WhatsApp that I cannot see because it's on my phone, which is here. So I can't. But yes, please, guys, if you could just hit that like button. Double tap the middle of your screen if you're watching on a phone in the vertical. And it hits the like because it just pushes the stream out algorithmically the more that people do that. And that would really, really be awesome. So thank you in advance, by the way. This coming Sunday, so what, 6 days from now, we will be filming a series of videos and doing at least one live stream at Thorpe Park in Chertsey, Surrey. It's the UK's thrill capital, they like to call themselves. What the? Oh my god. Oh my god. At least I built the 4 centerpieces. You saw the red arrows today. I saw that they flew over today with some Eurofighter Typhoons, didn't they? And that, I guess, for the May Bank holiday. Was it something to do with old Charlie, His Majesty, whatever you want to call him? Something to do with him? I don't know. Something to do with the royal family, I imagine. Apart from knowing I have school tomorrow and homework due. Oof. You saw the red arrows fly past from the tower, did you? Lisa? You're going to make a video of the tower poppies as you couldn't get it all in. Like I say, we're going to make some Thorpe Park content. We're going to do a vlog. It'll be... Remember, we're only really just starting to get used to our pocket free. So, this is what I'm live on right now when you're looking directly at me. But it can't film in full quality. Which is annoying, to say the least. Because we should be able to stream in full quality. We're being connected via USB-C. I can also go for a HDMI capture card if need be, but it just doesn't allow it. It limits the quality to 1080p, but at least we can now use log, which I'm using, which allows me to completely control all of the dynamic range and the color. So I have done that. Shalini says, it's the planes come around our way on the path. Don't know your history. Oh, yes, VE Day thing, isn't it? Sorry, because VE Day's not today. I believe it's on Thursday. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's actually on Thursday. That's why I was asking, because it's on Thursday. So I wasn't going to make that connection because it's not VE Day. At least I don't think it is, because the kids are doing something for VE Day at school on Thursday. You need to do a review on Friday/Saturday. Well, yes. I do know the history, Shalini, because I do know that it's not VE Day. So that's why I asked. Everybody's so judgy. So judgy. I'm joking. But I'm assuming from where you are, and I won't say where you are, but I'm assuming you got quite a good view of them from your balcony. The old red arrows. Yeah, start celebrations was today. The planes come around our way on the path. Okay. They had events for it today. Well, yeah, I guess they had events for it today. Not just because of, you know, it's because it's Sunday, isn't it? And most people will be at work in the week. And many people are not at work on a Sunday. Although that's really only an assumption these days, because quite frankly, we live in a 24-hour society at this point. Completely and utterly. The idea of, you know, the 5 or 6 day work week is gone. It's gone. We live in a 24-hour society. Ah, yes, May Day events. I forget about May Day. The only real thing that the only real people that take any notice of May Day these days are bloody anarchists, aren't they? They use it to have stupid little displays of I would say anarchy, but they're not even real anarchists, they're just LARPers. And for those who don't know what that means, they're live action role players. They just like to LARP anarchy. Lisa, I can absolutely believe that you used the maypole dance. I can absolutely believe that 100%. That seems very, very likely. 4 hours in the cinema. You're going to the cinema. Oh yeah, Christ, yeah, it's Monday, isn't it? However, in my defence, it feels like a Sunday, first and foremost. But secondly, also in my defence, it is bank holiday. Bank holiday. So it might as well be Sunday. So I've got to build 4 of these. I mean, I've built them. I've just got to put them together now. Oh, that was a ball ache, to say the least. To say the least, to say the least. A bloody ball ache. But it's probably going to end up looking good. The kids, yeah, that's it as well. The kids being off has made me think it's Sunday. Don't blame us. You know, we live the bloody week via the school calendar. And it's exhausting. It is exhausting. Right. Right, so they go this way up, do they? So that pops on there. That pops on there like that. And then that one pops on there. And that one pops on there. And then I guess we're going to turn them 90 degrees and lock them in. Yeah, we are. Just like that. Like that. Like that. And almost right, like that. Okay. That's starting to look really cool. It's starting to look very much like his hover pram. Well, yeah, I mean, it's got to be huge, right? Because he's got to go in it. But we'll get there. It's starting to look really good. It's coming together well. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So, right. What are we doing with this? Okay. We've only got one more stage to go after this. And then I'm going to have to review it and waffle on for a bit. Because I'm not going to have a choice. Because look at the time. We're only 36 minutes into the stream. 36 minutes. Oh, there's some people moaning about something outside. And that's British streets for you, folks. And it's setting the dog off. The dog's not happy. I don't know what is going on out there. But I will say that the dog is unhappy. Number 2. Sticker number 2. Which is this one. It's going on here. There's only one more sticker to go after this, and it's on the next bit. So. Yeah, there we go. Having trouble autofocusing tonight. That goes on there. And then I'm building the exact same thing, but the other way around. And the final sticker. The final sticker. I'm guessing my wife is outside. Because if she wasn't, the dog would be being told to pipe down. And the dog is not being told to pipe down. But there's a lot of door slamming and the like going on out there. And arguing. But I don't think my wife has anything to do with that. Your mission is to find Vader. I know where he is. So, he's a samurai. But I know where he is. He's got a lair. Well, I don't know, Jesse. And there's that, which goes on there. Like that. Well, this is certainly getting there, isn't it? Anyway. Oh, this is quite big, whatever this is that I'm building. But I am only building it once. I hope. I hope. Oh, thank you for somebody putting the like on the vertical stream there. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Where is Captain Phasma? Because I haven't... The only person that I know the location of is Vader. I know where he is. And this is the Fortnite map, by the way, folks. This is what we're talking about here. And I know where Vader is. I don't know where Captain Phasma is, though. But I assume she's got a mythic blaster of some kind. Yes. Yeah, yes, Lisa. You can. Where is this going? Right? Is this going under here? It is. It's going under there with that on. Let's do that first. That on there. Well, Vader's got his own lair. So the samurai place, it's on the map. It's in one of the corners. Vader's got his own lair. And he has murderized us every single time we've gone after him. So, just warning you on that one. He absolutely murderized us every single time we've gone after him. If you haven't found him later on, when we do our stream, then I'll go there. It'll be a quick game because he'll murderize me, but I'll go there and I'll show you. And then I don't think it is the First Order base. No. Oh, is that where Captain Phasma is? Because I know people go for the they like to go for the Captain Phasma or at least the gold medal from the First Order base. You can get a medal from there. And that's what the gold circles on the map are. What the hell is going on out there? I don't think my wife's involved. Okay. Strengthening it a bit. It's getting stronger. Lisa says, I just told you where Vader is. I have the same Star Wars add-on that most people... the Sims Star Wars add-on that most people hate. There's a Sims Star Wars add-on that most people hate. I don't play The Sims, so I can't vouch for that. As to whether or not people hate it anyway. They might do. They might not. Okie dokie. That goes in there. This is going back to the question I asked last night. Do we think that these are still being designed by human beings? Or do we think that some of this is so intricate that it could have only been designed by software? Because I'm leaning towards they are scanning things into a 3D modeler and using a lot of software. That's what I'm leaning towards. But then again, I could be wrong. They could still be being designed by human beings, or maybe human beings make a basic version and then the software makes them expensive. Aha. I've made a mistake. I've made an error. But my errors are easy to fix at this point. You think people come up with an idea, then put it on the scanner? I think that, yeah, I think you could be right. I just think some of these are so intricate at this point and just so well detailed. And they obviously have a deadline to get them out because they release in waves. That I just can't see them being at least 100% designed by human beings anymore. Because this is just, I mean, look at this. And that's now solid. Very well designed. And I just don't think human beings had much to do with that. I mean, look at this. It's very well done. It is very well done. Whew. It's also It got very cold here today, to the point that I had to put the heating on to have my shower. And it's gone from so hot I couldn't sleep to so cold I had to put the heating on to shower in under 24 hours. Which is quite the dramatic shift, guys. I might add. It's just quite the dramatic shift. We're still building onto this thing. This couldn't have been fully designed by humans. I'm sorry, but it's just too good. It's just too well done. And like I said, when it comes to think how many sets they're knocking out. They must have, if it was all being fully designed by human beings, each theme, say like Star Wars, Disney, Fortnite, Ninjago, and there's so many more of them. But each theme must have at least 50, 60 designers working on them at all times. I just don't see it. Because think how many other employees the Lego group must have. Have they got production facilities in China? Obviously, in Holland. Denmark, sorry. Billund, Denmark. And loads of other places all over the world. So they've got to employ all of those people to run those production facilities where they're producing the ABS bricks. There's packaging plants, delivery people. They've got their own stores. I just don't see it. Okay. But we've only got one more stage to go after this. This starter looks so cool. Where is this going? Is this going on the back? It is. Look at this. There's 3 hooks there. And there's 3 hooks here. And we've got to push them all. Oh, shit. Oh, shit balls. Well, that's never good. That's never good at all. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be alright in the night, folks. Everything's going to be alright. Just quite a weak connection point, really. Oh, balls. Okay. This is quite a weak point of connection. I don't even know where that just fell out of. Where on earth did that even fall out of? The fuck? See, this is what happens. Good night, Lisa. Oh, it fell out here. Let's lock this back in. Let's lock this back in. Someone killed him first, did they? Right, close that down. Put that back in. There we go. Right, now we'll get back to locking this on. Which we've done successfully this time. I mean, look at that. Just look at that. It's too well designed. I mean, not that I'm complaining, because I'm not. Oh, we fold them in as well. Look at that. Just fold them in. Jesus Christ. So, these on next. Oh my God. They got this. This is so well designed. This is so well designed. You found a TIE fighter to fly, also tried shooting him from that. Fair enough. I mean, I'm impressed. And I knew it. I said it last night, and I'm saying it again. All of the money for this set, the cost of it, is in the hover pram. It's all in the hover pram. Not in the figure. And that's a little bit of a shame. But we'll get more into that a bit later. But it is a little bit of a shame. But we're nearly there, folks. We're nearly there. And then this is to lock these together. 1 and 2. Holy crap. And then I'm doing something here twice. What am I doing twice? Moving over a little bit is what I'm doing. Just a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more. Oh God, you remember that song? I was perusing through YouTube earlier, and I saw a 2025 or 2024 even live performance from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I thought they're a bit old now. I mean, look, they've even made the little. There was no need to put these in, no need whatsoever, but they did it because Lego. And that is the end of stage 10. So it's time for the final stage, which is... I think that's the pram done. Honestly, I think that might be the pram done. It's got some weight to it. I'm going to put that over here. And put Grogu himself there. Stage 11, final stage. Here we are. I can see the tiny heads of a tiny Grogu. The tiny heads of a tiny Grogu. Yeah, I mean, a lot of songs are very annoying, aren't they? But there's only one tiny Grogu body, so it's like, okay, we'll give you one body and 2 heads. There's the tiny Grogu body. I'm pretty sure Shalini's got one of those tiny Grogus. I'm pretty sure Mr. Vaughn has told me that she's got one. River! Come up here making all that noise. There he is. Teeny tiny Grogu. Yeah, the pram does have a cover. Look at it. Just look at it. Thing is nuts. And it's huge. Where am I going to put the spare Grogu head, though? I've just got a disembodied head. Disembodied Grogu head. Which is quite freaky. If you ask me. Quite freaky indeed. Right. Where am I going with this? That. Let's put little Grogu over here. that, that, and that to lock them together. Right. There we go. This is what we're building next. I agree, Jesse. The dog needs to just and then I should have gone to the cinema on Thursday to see Thunderbolts, but I really couldn't be bothered. Do you think they're actually going to retitle it New Avengers? Because they are changing a lot of the promotional material now to say New Avengers. Like some of the billboards and standees now say New Avengers on them instead of Thunderbolts. So, do we think they're actually going to retitle it? Because it's always been Thunderbolts asterisks, because we all knew it was either going to be the Dark Avengers or the New Avengers. But now that it's been called the New Avengers at the end, do you think they'll retitle the movie? Just to try and make a quick buck? Because Thunderbolts is not selling tickets, which is unfortunate, actually, because apparently it's a pretty good movie. So, if it's not selling tickets, that sucks. I'm going to put that across there, that across there, and that across there. Starting to build up a stand here, folks. Quite the stand. This is quite the stand. And I'm going to put the hover pram on it in just a moment. Una momento. Yeah, Big Grogu goes in the hover pram, yeah. Yeah, we'll you give me 10, 15 minutes, he'll be in the hover pram. Yeah, he goes in there, yeah. It's his hover pram. So, we'll put him in there when it's done. And then we'll review it. A quick live review of it anyway. Right, shoving this down in here. That's the stand. And then it goes on the floor. On the floor. No, it goes there. And it locks on like that so that it's... Yep, that's nice and solid and secure. And it's now hovering, so to speak. It's off the ground anyway. I'm going to put it over here just for a moment. What do you mean, sorry? Yeah, Big Grogu goes in there. Ow, for God's sake. Don't get too ahead of yourself, Ben. Just don't get too ahead of yourself. Right. Yes, but if you give me, like I say, give me 10, 15 minutes, we'll get to the end of it. Because we're nearly done. We're very nearly done here. It's minutes away from completion. Which would be cool. Don't get me wrong, it'll be cool. But it also means it'll be a very, very short stream. I'll waffle on for a bit afterwards. After we finish the build. Gonna put that there. Get him his little panel out. There we go, look. Homeworld unknown, species unknown, age 50, height 0.39 meters, primary association Din Djarin, favorite snacks, What's that say? Sorgan Frogs Navarro Nummies Main Transport Hover Pram. That's what it says on there. Navarro Nummies. I mean, that's certainly Navarro Nummies. Something, isn't it? Okay. And that goes on here. This little plaque. Lock that back one. We'll put this back on here. There's his little plaque. I think we've got to build a miniature hover pram now as well. Yep, building a miniature one. Thought so. Yes, Lila. Okay, Lila. Bye, Lila. Love you too, Lila. Kids, eh? Kids. Yep, I'm building a mini one. And then in he goes, little baby one, into there. Look at that. Baby hover pram. And he goes on there. And yes, folks, that is complete. And he goes in here. And his snack can go there. And it is done. And his Navarro Nummies, wherever they've gone. I'm guessing that's what these are. They can go in his pram as well. That is a Grogu in his hover pram. Now, I want to talk about this for just a minute, because the hover pram. So this set retails at 90 British pounds, 90. £89.99. We didn't get it at that. We got it for, I think, 63 or 64 in Smith's Toys. We got it at a discount. But it's clear to see that all of the money of this set went into this hover pram build. And the actual Grogu himself was almost an afterthought. Because that doesn't look great, does it? I mean, it's not very well detailed. I like the fact that you can do that with the arms. And you know, looking at it straight on, it looks fine. But the second you put it at any other angle, it just looks dreadful. It's like Dobby. Dobby was a 20. It was a 10, 15 pound figure in a 20, 25 pound price point. And if this was just that figure, I wouldn't be happy with a higher price point than about £20 for just that. Like I say, from the front, it looks good. But the second you turn it round and put it at any other angle, the details are lacking. Let me just say it like that. They're lacking. But this is where all the money is. This is his hover pram. This is where the vast majority of the detail, the vast majority of the pieces, the vast majority of the money, and the vast majority of the build have gone. And do you know what? It looks great. I've got no complaints about this whatsoever, especially for the size. The techniques used to bring it together were really good. It looks like it's supposed to. It looks like a hover pram from The Mandalorian. It looks great. And the two together, you know, I can't lie. Put this in here. Put the little guy in here. Stands in his pram. He looks really good. He does. He looks really good in there. I'm just going to put his little snacks behind him because we don't want him to lose them. And that is that. Well, he doesn't hover for real, Shalini, but, you know, he's up on a stand. I do like having this camera arm. It's handy. And there he be. So would I recommend this set? Let me come over to bigger camera. Now, at this price point, at the £63 price point, I'm going to say yes. I would say yes. But if you were paying the £90 price point, I don't know. That is the answer. I mean, let's see how he looks like in the far better camera. Oh, yeah. Okay, on this camera, it looks way better. But that's because this is a proper camera. The sweets were like little macaroons. Yeah, they're called Navarro Nummies. Navarro Nummies. And then obviously he's got his little teacup in his hand there as well. And I will say this, it's quite a substantial size and it's quite heavy. It's got some weight to it. It is over 1,000 pieces. Just over 1,000 pieces. But it is done. And I think, all told, with also streaming to you guys and, you know, talking and producing and all of that, it was only about 4 or 5 hours of building live. Which, if you were doing it in not that circumstance, if you were doing it in the circumstance of, let's say, you know, just sitting by yourself and building it, you could probably do it in 3 or 4. So you've got to look at it from that perspective as well, especially if you're paying the full £90 price point. Is it worth that price for that amount of time building? It's entirely, well, obviously it's entirely your call. I can only talk to my experience and to the thing that I've got in front of me, and I'm very, very happy with most of it. I just think that the figure, and yeah, maybe it's the fact that it's been scaled down to this size, but I think the figure is just far less detailed than it could have been. Shalini, I may well need a new Lego cabinet. You are correct, but I also need some new sets, because that is it. We are out of sets to build at this current moment in time. It's not looking like we're going to be doing much building between now and the start of June, and that's simply financial, because we have a lot planned for May. We've got Thorpe Park this coming Sunday, sorry. We're going to be filming at Thorpe Park. We're going to do plenty of stuff out there. We've got Disneyland Paris a week. Is it a week Thursday? 2 weeks Thursday? 2 weeks Thursday. So we're going to be doing 4 days of shooting at Disneyland Paris and surrounding areas. Money's very tight. So Lego is going to take a little bit of a backseat for a while, and that's simply because we've got a lot to pay for and a lot coming up. I've really enjoyed this build as well, Shalini. I know you say it's your favourite one the most out of all the ones that we've built. I've really enjoyed this one as well. Like I said, I have to review it honestly, and I have to review it critically, and that's exactly the same as what I was talking about last night when we were talking about attractions and how I review attractions, and the fact that I'm not just going to say it's great for the sake of it to make a company or an attraction happy, because, you know, when there is fault, or I feel there is fault, I am going to express that, and that's simply because, you know, I've paid my own money for this thing. I've paid out my own money for this thing. It's a lot of money, even at the £60+ price point instead of the £90+ price point. And I would like to give people a realistic expectation of what's going to happen for them, or what they're going to get if they go and spend that money as well. And it's like, you know, we go to Brighton Pier, we go to Brighton Pier, we spend a stupid amount of money. It was over £40. I went on one ride. Chrissy went on like 3 rides. Dexter went on the merry-go-round. And Chrissy and Tiana went on the log flume. Lila went on 2 rides as well. And for that amount of money, for the operations and the services we got, it was just dreadful. It was just absolutely dreadful. And yeah, I said to people, don't go out there and spend that kind of money to get that kind of service. Now, if you're going to go out there and buy the all-day wristband and you can afford that and you can be there for the day, that's probably going to be very different. But if you want to go out there and just do a couple of things, you're going to pay a ton of money. It's not going to be all that good. It's that simple. So I've really enjoyed building this. And I really do like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to point out my disappointment in that the vast majority of the money went into the pram. And the pram looks great. And Grogu looks good from the front. I just wish he could have been more detailed. That is my gripe. But if you've enjoyed this, please do hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to become a member from just 99 pence a month, please consider doing so. We do members-only content. We do sing-alongs. We have fun. It's a lot of good fun. And, you know, that's to give back to those who go that little bit extra mile, even if it's just 99p a month. You can also gift memberships. And when we start getting larger amounts of viewers on the stream, we will start doing super chat goals, with the end game being, if we hit that goal, we will start gifting out channel memberships, paying for them ourselves. So just giving back out of that super chat money, basically. But we're going to get to that. I think when we hit let's say when we hit 3,000 subscribers, and I know we're only just we're just approaching 2,200, but we might do a little bit of a special and gift out a bunch of memberships when we hit 3,000 subscribers as well. We might do a giveaway in the coming weeks for some Disney merchandise as well, because we're going to Disneyland Paris. We're going to see what we can get. And if there's anything cool that we feel like we're going to give away, we're going to do some giveaways as well. But stick around, because in about an hour's time, we will be live right here once again. I won't be on camera, but we will be live right here with some birthday games of Fortnite for John's 97th birthday. So, we'll be back. But I'll see you all in a bit. So first of all, I'll say goodnight to the vertical stream. Thank you very much if you've hit the like button at some point, if you've subscribed. We appreciate each and every one of you.